Good morning, friends. I hope you are doing okay and that you have your coffee ready to hear a quick story from me about attaching in the midst of a hurricane. In 2004, we added a daughter to our family. This daughter was a toddler when she arrived and had a pretty hard history that she came with. And within days of her arriving in our home, we got hit by two hurricanes back to back. We were living in South Florida at the time in the middle of summer, so it was very hot. And after the hurricanes had passed, we found ourselves in a place of no power for 14 days, no running water, and very little food because the supply trucks couldn't get back down to fill the grocery stores again. So my husband was kind of in an emergency response mode with his job. So all I really could do was sit on the floor at eye level with my toddler all day long because it was so hot and there was no air conditioning and we couldn't do anything else. So in those 14 days, I started to notice that the child that came to me very scared and angry started to relax. She started to smile. She started to ask me for help with things. And I realized that forced quarantine, if you will, from the hurricane caused me to do nothing but attach and connect with her. And by the time we got power back, she was really more like a happy toddler. And I realized that connection with her would not have happened if I wasn't forced to just sit and connect with her. So I want to encourage you and challenge you to not just sit all day in this quarantine with your kiddos, but if you're having trouble with attachment and connection, I want you to try to think of this as an opportunity to improve that attachment with the child that may just have arrived in your home as a foster child, or even if you've had a kiddo in your home for many years, they could be experiencing a developmental milestone that causes trauma to rear its head at this time. So I want to challenge you to look at this as an opportunity to improve attachment. I'm hoping that too, you can notice what gets better during this time. Our kids are probably going to have more opportunity for sleep. Is that improving their behavior? Our children are probably going to have more time to play. Is that improving behavior? Maybe your kiddos are getting to play outside more than they usually do because they're not at school. Does that improve anything? So I want to challenge you to look at the patterns that you're seeing. Just be a detective to look for anything that's getting better and see if you can attach the changes that are happening in a forced way in your home to improve behavior. I accidentally attached well to a child in the midst of a hurricane. So I'm hoping that you can intentionally work on your attachment during this time. Know that tomorrow I'm going to talk about practical tips on how to attach. So stay tuned for that. Stay safe, everybody, and I look forward to talking to you tomorrow.